Hey guys, welcome back to the next installment in this series where I am swatching through my indie polish collection, one helmer drawer at a time. If this is your first time tuning into this series, there are 4 other videos you could watch. If you really enjoy just this kind of chill, let's look at a bunch of beautiful polishes, let's swatch them, one nail for each polish, and so I have lots of content like this if you are interested. So if you are new to my channel, just a little bit about me. I have been collecting nail polish for about 10 years, I would say. I've always enjoyed nail polish, but when I use the word collecting, I mean like I've been really into nail polish for at least 10 years. And really into indie polish for about the last 7 years. So I have quite an expansive collection, and I don't hold on to all of my mainstream polishes anymore. I used to hold on to quite a lot of brands, but the brands that I hang on to no matter what anymore are China Glaze and OPI for comparison's sake, for videos, for reviews. And the rest of the brands, I only keep really what I know that I will wear again based upon my preferences of formula and color and things like that. With indie polish, it's so hard to destash anything because every single indie polish is a maker's little work of art in a bottle. Like this KB shimmer, for example, it's supposed to look like a frog, and it's so cool. And I've been hanging on to it for a long time. So, basically, I'm doing really good at destashing my mainstream collection. Indies, I'm not so good at. But I'm trying my best. So basically, I'm swatching each of these shades one nail at a time. And these are polishes that you may have seen me swatch in previous destash videos. Everything that you're going to see in this video has already made it past an initial, like, yes, I really like that, or no, that's just not a shade for me. Let me go ahead and put it right up for grabs in a giveaway in Swatchfests, for example. So these are already things that I had previously decided to keep rather than gifting to you guys in giveaways. So everything here I already really love. And so this is just me trying to pare down my collection a little bit, actually only hang on to things that I know I'm going to wear again, things like that. So, yep, that's what we're doing, and I hope you've been enjoying this series. A lot of these shades are going to be limited edition shades that you maybe would only find in a destash anymore because a lot of items are from Polish Pickup or they're just older limited edition items from a brand. But even if you're not able to get your hands on the exact shade from that brand, you could certainly know what kind of polishes the brand makes, and it would give you a better idea. You know, when you see them in an upcoming Polish Pickup, or you just head over to their brand and look for something similar. A lot of brands have their websites divided up in the menu, like holographics and multichromes and glitters and by color, things like that. So you can look for something similar certainly on their website. And then after I have swatched a polish on each of my 5 fingers, if you see me show a bottle after that, that means I've decided to destash that bottle in the series of 5 polishes that we just looked at. If you don't see me show an additional bottle after that, that means I decided to keep everything. And like I said, these are all polishes that went through a previous destash. These are all things that I really, really like. So I'm just trying to create a little bit less in my collection, give myself a little bit more space, hold on to less, even though, like I said, it's really hard with these little works of art. This Emily Damali I love, 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 love. So most of these shades I love, 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 love. Let's just get real. And then coming up towards maybe more like the end of the summer, I was aiming for July. But just to be real, guys, I haven't been able to get these videos up on my channel as frequently as I originally hoped. I was hoping on once a week, and it's turning out to be more like once every other week. This little wiggle of my fingers means I decided not to destash any of them. I've not been making as quick of progress of this series as I hoped, so I don't know that I'll be done in time for a destash sale in July, but stay tuned for that. If you're watching these videos, I will definitely mention in the video, like, this is the last one, the destash sale is coming next. I'll say stuff like that. And each listing for the destash, it's going to be a mystery grab bag, so you will receive a certain number of indie polishes and a certain number of mainstream polishes in your grab bag. And so it'll be like a little surprise blind unboxing kind of thing when you get your order, and I hope that you have fun with that. And if you by chance get something that is not your cup of tea, or it's not a color you wear, or perhaps you already own that shade. Oh, this Emily DeMolly again with this brand, she just slays. If you perhaps get something in a mystery bag that you don't love, well, you can certainly re-gift it. You can give it to another friend who loves nail polish, and you're not really going to be out a lot of money for your chance, because these will be very budget friendly listed. I want to keep the price point down for you guys, because the point of the destash is not for me to be making money off the destash, but to be sending you awesome new shades to try. So look for that later in a couple months or so, and I will definitely be post on my Facebook page and on my Instagram. I have 2 Instagrams. I have one for my personal account, which is basically just where I share all my nail polish swatches. And then if you are interested in following more of like a family vlog kind of style, that goes into my Instagram stories if you've been following along with my family ever since the conception of my channel. And then I have another Instagram for Moonshine Manny, which is my brand. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Not only am I nail polish obsessed, I also create nail polish. So I'll post somewhere either on both of those Instagrams, my personal Instagram, on the Facebook page, at least 2 of those 3 places. So you will be alerted if you're following me in any of those places. And if the only place you follow me is on YouTube, well, certainly in the Saturday Swatchfest of the week that the sale goes live, I will talk about it in that video as well. Because I did have a few people tell me recently, look at how gorgeous this Emily DeMolly is. I keep like gagging over the Emily DeMolly shades. They're just so good. This is one of my favorite Clarissa Carroll shades ever. She made it into my top, I think was it my top 20 last year or something. I forget how many polishes. Seems like I would have done 21 for last year, right? I just love this shade so much. So yeah, we'll have that coming up in a month or 2. But in any case, for now, let's enjoy these beautiful swatches. I'm just going to chat with you a little bit while we are watching these shades go by. I hope that you're having a lovely summer break so far. I was talking to Tim, and I think that this time last year is when we were taking our cross-country road trip. We went up to Pennsylvania so that I could see where he's from. I had never been out there to visit him and his family before. Well, I'd never been out there to see where he's from, visit all of his brothers and sisters. And so we got to do that, and then we drove back across the country, and we just had the best time ever. It was some of the greatest memories that we made together as a family. So just loved that. We're not going to end up having time for a road trip for our family this year because we have a big family reunion coming up at the beginning of April, which Tim and I are in charge of for my family. I have a big family, and everyone's coming, so we're in charge of just making everything happen for the event. And it's going to double as my parents' 50th wedding anniversary. So that is just so, so exciting. And so I just have a lot to do to prep for that. But we did have a thought that we'd love to go up and visit Canada. On our next road trip, I'm hoping that that's what we'll do. We'll go north. We'll visit a few of the northern states and then go north into Canada, hopefully, if timing works well for us to be able to do that. Hopefully everything stays open and everybody is staying safe and everything, and maybe we'll end up doing that next year. We'll see. So hopefully you've found something so far that you really enjoy, And I think we are about halfway through this swatch. So we are starting to get into some hot weather this week, you guys. We're going to be up in the mid 90s already this week, and it has been all over the place. We had snow last week. We had hail, 2 different days that we had hail. We've been having crazy, crazy windstorms, and then like a really hot day, and then a really cold day. And then this week it's supposed to just ramp up and get hotter and hotter and hotter till it's like 95 on Thursday or something. And so we will be frequenting the splash pads and the pool and all that good stuff. But yeah, it's going to be a scorcher this week. I hope that you and yours are staying safe and cool and together and happy. So anyway, let me know in the comments below what your fun summer vacation plan is that you're looking forward to. And if you don't have one for summer because this summer's just got too much stuff going on that you didn't have time to make a fun plan, do you have something coming up for fall or winter that you're really looking forward to? Let me know. So we have a contrary polish that we just looked at in that batch. That was, I think I just have 2 contrary polishes. You're going to see them both in this video. That first one, that kind of taupe with the purple, slight purple glow, that polish is one that I have just kept through a number of destashes, not necessarily because it's something that I think about wearing very often, but my father, when I was growing up, he would watch black and white movies all the time, and his favorite actor is Humphrey Bogart, his very, very favorite. I think he owns all of his movies on DVD by now. And of course, Humphrey Bogart was very famously married to a starlet, and in the movie that they made a bunch of movies together, he and Lauren Bacall, and I think she said just whistle in one of the films, and that polish is named that. I think maybe it was for one of the first Polish pickups, and it was like a Hollywood starlet kind of theme. And so I picked up that shade remembering my father and watching all those movies with him. And so I probably will never destash that one because it's really special to me. Not only was it probably one of my very first Polish pickup shades I ever bought, but it reminds me of those sweet memories with my father. Like I said, when I was a kid, we watched a lot of movies. We didn't have TV. So when we were ever going to watch a show together as families, we would have VHS movies, and it was either a black and white movie with probably Humphrey Bogart for my father. Here's the other contrary polish, just beautiful. Or if it was a film that I was watching with my mom, we would watch a musical. I've probably seen every musical that was ever made between 1938 and 1954 or something like that. So I need a Doris Day polish for my mom, or a Esther Williams polish, Judy Garland. Judy Garland isn't her very favorite. I would say she loved Doris Day, and then there was another one. Oh, she loved Sonia Henney. You guys remember Sonia Henney? She was the ice skater. She made all of those cute movies where she had some ice skating thing going on in there. Weren't those fun? Yeah, those are really, really fond memories for me. So I need me a Doris Day polish. I need to just do a collection inspired by the silver screen starlets. So anyway, look at this beautiful shade from Cupcake Polish, I think it said it was. And this is a really, really rich teal with strong shifty shimmer and micro flakies. So beautiful. And this one didn't stain. I remember when I took it off because I was like super nervous, and it didn't stain. Let me show you from Stella Chrome. I think this one was a Harry Potter reference. Does that sound familiar? I think that's why I picked up this one, because a dark chocolate base is not maybe something that I would usually wear unless it had a special reference for me, or like a really, well, I don't know. You never know, really. You know, there's a time and occasion for every single polish, I do believe. This polish is so funny. I had 2 bottles of this one, and I think I gave one away in a giveaway because I purchased it twice because it's so beautiful. Another Harry Potter reference, I think, in this polish. But yeah, I decided to keep all of those ones. Cusp of Oscillation from Kathleen & Co. She had this really awesomely bright neon pink with strong shimmer in this last month's polish pickup. I think it ended up being pretty popular, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's headed to a lot of your homes. So this is a really, really yummy ruby red shimmer with blue to purple flakies. Ethel from Quixotic Polish. I think this one was a Ethel and Lucy duo. Really, really sweet and beautiful. I also did grow up on I Love Lucy. Even though that's a TV show, it was one of my mom's favorites, I think, from when she was young. And so she had like all the episodes on VHS or something. Put Your Strap On from Girly Bits. This one is a Wii inspiration. In case you're wondering about that name, if you aren't familiar with this polish, it's like a cult classic now, even though I would say it's probably only like 2 or 3 years old, but really, really cute. But that's what that reference is, in case you are wondering. So yeah, really, really pretty with those dark navy blue flakies going on in the white base. Next is I Drink and I Know Things. Oh my goodness. Do you remember once upon a time when Game of Thrones took over the world for about 5 years? And then it had that really not so great final season, and then it was just like, wah, wah, wah. Well, that's over. I don't even know. Tim was asking me the other day, are we going to watch the prequel that's coming out? There's a TV show, and he said, I think it's about, who did he say he thought it was about? Anyway, I was thinking it was about the Targaryens, and he was telling me that it's a prequel about somebody else, the Lannisters or something. I don't even know. Should I go watch that preview? Are you guys excited about that show? I don't know. Are we ready for more Game of Thrones content, people? Here are the ones I decided to destash. Speaking of Game of Thrones, we're gonna make a loose reference here. I started watching this Netflix show last night called I Care a Lot with the lady that plays the main mage on Wheel of Time. I really enjoyed that show on Amazon Prime. So there's a recommendation for you. Rosamund Pike. She's the main character on this show on Netflix called I Care a Lot. And one of the characters is Peter Dinklage, which he is in Game of Thrones. And now you see how I have just tied those two thoughts together. This is Louise Polish from Never Enough Lacquer. It's a little bit on the sheer side, but my goodness, I'm never destashing this thing. I love it so much. It evokes her so well, and it's just really, really soft and beautiful. I love the formulation on that one. I'm fond of spandex. Raise your hand if you used to work out to Jane Fonda aerobic videos. Right there with ya. And imagine, like, I did them frequently from probably age 8 to age 12 until I was a teenager, and then I was kind of like, actually, I'll probably just go outside and go run or go for a jog or whatever if I want to work out. But man, when I was a kid, I thought it was so cool. I didn't show a bottle shot of this, but I think this is Misty Mountains from Fan Chromatic Nails. Sorry about that, you guys. And I think this one is this the, I can't think of the brand name, but I'm pretty sure I decided to keep it. So anyway, I thought Jane Fonda exercise videos were so cool. And yes, I was doing exercise videos from age 8. My mom was really, really big into health and nutrition and exercise, and she had me like on a regular exercise regime from a really, really young age. Jane Fonda, she's so cool. I need to finish her Netflix show. I have the little short season that came out either during COVID or like right at the beginning of COVID, and then they just released new episodes the other day that I think finishes off the whole show. That show is really, really cute, by the way. If you need another show to watch or listen to while you're working, that's usually what I'm doing. I rarely ever actually sit and watch a show But I do like to have them on in the background while I'm working so I can listen to something, and that is a really, really cute show. Oh, and guess what other show has a new season available? I noticed this on the Discovery Plus app. If you enjoy reality TV and like there's a lot of nature shows on there, there's a lot of cooking shows on there. The Discovery Plus app, wow, it has a lot of content. Anyway, you guys know I like the show Alone, and they have the latest season available. It's either season 8 or season 9, and it's so good. I really do like to watch that show. Firstly, it's so beautiful, but it's also kind of frightening, especially this season because they are in black bear country, or I think they've said grizzly bear a few times, but they look like black bears to me. And do you guys remember a couple of summers ago when my family and I were camping in South Lake Tahoe with my extended family, and we got attacked by a black bear in our tent? Oh my goodness, one of the scariest moments of my entire life. Of course, because I had my children with me and I was so worried. And but we pulled through. Surprise. Spoiler, we pulled through. But these survivalists are out there in the wilderness, and they always have dangerous creatures around them. Usually it's a lot of wolves and things. But they're in black bear country, so every single contestant, it seems like in the first 5 days, has spotted bears and have to like just be so careful about these bears. Oh, so scary. But anyway, I really, really love that show. I like watching things that are very far removed from my current life, like that make me really think about what it would be like to have a totally different perspective on life based on totally different conditions. Such as these people all have. And I just find it so interesting. So, yeah, that's another good show if you want a recommendation. Here we are with this. I think it was the Lady Varnishes. I only have a few shades from this brand. Really kind of interesting, very sheer coral kind of shade. And then this Pusheen inspired polish from Fair Maiden. This silver, I think it has linear hollow and hollow microflakies and pink shimmer. So that's what I decided to destash. We are actually getting super close to the end here. I think I only have maybe 2 more full sets to share with you, and then I will say so long for today. But I hope you have a super awesome week, whether you have fun plans or not. I hope you have a little peace during your week, a little time for some contemplation, some centering, really kind of figure out, what it is you need to be doing right now and get some clarification on something maybe you've been worried about or thinking about. Oh, this polish, it's inspired by a character from World of Warcraft. I shan't be destashing this shade. Not only is it purple, but it's special to me for its reference as well. This polish is so beautiful. Just a sapphire beauty from Girly Bits. So pretty. I feel like this one a Grey's Anatomy polish? I feel like. Anyway, guys, it's barbecue season. We're going to be barbecuing out this week. And unfortunately, Honor had a fever Friday through Sunday and had to miss that carnival that you guys probably saw on my Instagram. Joy woke up today and had a fever. So we actually had plans with some friends on Thursday. We were going to be barbecuing out twice this week. This polish is so cool. That green to purple. Oh, so beautiful. And the gold flakies. Oh, mama. Anyway, we're going to barbecue out tonight. We're just going to do hamburgers and stuff and baked beans and some squash. And we were going to have game night and barbecue on Thursday, but I don't think Joy's going to be feeling ready enough to either hang out with other people or do we need to be sharing our germs. So unfortunately, we're going to cancel that, but I love barbecue season. It's so fun. I just, that smell of the barbecue and the smoker, it makes me really reminiscent of my childhood, and I would love when my dad would go fire up the charcoal pit. The charcoal barbecue is my very favorite smell of barbecue. I'm kind of weird. I have a thing for barbecue. And speaking of barbecue, there's a new season of Barbecue Brawl on Discovery Plus TV that I noticed as well. And so anyway, I just love this time of year and all of the fun family outdoorsy activities that we can do together. So we are wrapping it up here with the last 3 shades. This is the gorgeous Hammy from Alchemy Lacquer. This one is so sheer, but it works like beautifully over everything, but you can also just build it up and wear it on its own. Here's a very beautifully patriotic polish from Painted Polish. Is this the only Painted Polish we swatched in this video? I think it might have been. This lady's going to stay at my house. Sorry, guys. And then the last one here, and then I'm going to show you what I'm destashing out of this set, and that's going to be it. So I want to send you a big old hug. Thanks for joining me for this video. If you made it to the end, let me know in the comments, and let me know what your plans are for this week. I will see you guys back for another video very soon. Bye.